Konami needs to ban these cards right now if they want to save Yu-Gi-Oh! What's going on with y'all, big dog? And it is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope that your day is going phenomenal, but if it isn't, don't let what happened at the beginning of your day ruin the rest of your day. Speaking of days, it is ban list season, a time of the year where we talk about the forbidden list until its inevitable release. Yesterday, I made a prediction list video and a ton of people loved it. It was brilliant. It was magnifico, virtuoso, as you would say. But of course, there's always those haters in the back. Cali, this list sucks. It doesn't hit all the problems. Well, no shit. It's a prediction list. When has there ever been a time where Konami has released a forbidden list and it actually solved all the problems? If anything, this is the most correct prediction list of all time because it doesn't solve any of the problems that are in the format. So today we're going to be going over some of the most popular cards that players want banned and explain why they want them banned. What I want to know is if you agree with these cards, should they be banned? Are there some other cards that you may want banned? Go ahead and let me know down below in the comment section, how do you feel about these cards or what cards should be missing? And don't forget to tell me why those cards should be banned. Me personally, I think Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood should 100% be banned. It is the most terrifying card in Yu-Gi-Oh! It allows you to gain life points every time your opponent's special. No, well, can't say I didn't try. So without further ado, let's jump on in and start talking about these cards. All right, so the first card that players genuinely want banned, I'm actually on the hype train for this particular card, is Predaplant vs. Anaconda. Now, Anaconda allows you to send a card that lists polymerization or fusion in its card text to the graveyard to be able to fusion summon. Before, this card allowed you to summon Red Eye's Dark Dragoon, a card that had middling results inside of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh!, but still was a very powerful card. But then after the Burst of Destiny set, Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer became a genuine problem inside of the format. If there was ever a time you had the ability to stop your opponent from making some of the most terrifying boards, well, they can just use their remaining monsters to make Predaplant vs. Anaconda and then summon a Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer monster that not only can destroy cards on your side of the field, kids coming back, and they get to draw cards and special summon due to Destiny Hero Dasher and Destiny Hero Celestial that they sent to the graveyard the very next turn. Genuine icing on the cake came out with the Owlbash structure deck. The Owlbash structure deck released a card in Branded Fusion, a card that is supposed to lock you out of any extra deck summons for the exception of Fusion Summon the turn you use that card. And then they said we couldn't special summon except for Fusion Summon. Did they forget about Vert? Predaplant vs. Anaconda completely ignores that stipulation for Branded Fusion, allowing you to summon any monster that lists Fallen Owlbash in its text alongside of Synchros, Exceeds, and any other powerful monsters that you can summon from your extra deck. Now, of course, I want you to let me know, is Predaplant vs. Anaconda the genuine problem? It feels like every time we get a new fusion spell, this card just gets more and more ridiculous. Will the Predaplant support coming out in Dimension Force prevent Predaplant vs. Anaconda from being banned? Will one of the other fusion spell cards be banned? Another generic Link monster that just so happened to appear alongside Predaplant vs. Anaconda is one of the most controversial cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Christian Hockley Fibrix is a monster that allows you to special summon a tuner monster from your deck to your side of the field, level 3 or lower. All you have to do is negate its effects on the field. They can still use the graveyard effects and all that other stuff. The reason why players want Christian Hockley Fibrix banned is almost the same reason why players want vs. Anaconda banned. It's way too generic. I thought Christian Hockley Fibrix was supposed to be a Christian card or a Christian card, however you want to put it. Seriously. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Auroradon? Christian Hockley Fibrix special summoning Despot 001 from the deck has created some ridiculous combos, special summoning a Auroradon to be able to bring back the Despot 001 to make some insane synchro plays, and the only thing you had to do is summon at least one tuner monster to your side of the field. Do you know how ridiculously easy that is? On top of that, Christian Hockley Fibrix got some really good tuners that the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game could use back banned. Cards like Jet Synchron and Glow Up Bulb were very powerful cards that unfortunately had to be hit because of Christian Hockley fabrics. Now, do you think that Konami will hit another tuner monster in Despot 001, or will they actually hit the Christian Hockley fabrics? Let me know what you think about that. But I guess Konami's method of balancing out this situation is to prevent players from special summoning from the extra deck in general. Artifact Scythe has been a fairly powerful card ever since its debut in Primal Origins. Granted, the hat strategy didn't play it, but those were simpler times where you didn't need your extra deck. Not as much. The problem in today's Yu-Gi-Oh card game is that Artifact Scythe can easily be searched and summoned on your opponent's turn. Cards like Artifact Dagda allow you to set this card to your side of the field. All you have to do is activate a card effect on the field. What the f are you thinking? I genuinely could not think of an easier requirement. Like, I can't. Pot of Desire says banish 10 cards off the top of your deck to draw 2 cards, and that card is limited on the list. Artifact Dagda says activate a card, prevent your opponent from special summoning from the extra deck. Yeah, that sounds fair. The fact that Artifact Dagda has to be destroyed on your opponent's turn is a complete joke. Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer can definitely fulfill that requirement for you, and guess what? Predaplant Vert Anaconda can trigger the effect of Artifact Dagda, so yeah. But even if Konami were to ban Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer or Artifact Dagda, there's still Artifact Sanctum allowing you to special summon Artifact Scythe from your deck to your side of the field, which will completely prevent the opponent from special summoning from the extra deck the exact same way. So what is genuinely the problem here? Is it the Artifact Scythe? Is it Artifact Dagda? Is it Phoenix Enforcer? I don't even know. Let me know what you think. It's kind of crazy how Artifact Scythe has so many ways to be special summoned on your opponent's turn. But a card that a lot of players genuinely want banned is a card that has kind of fallen under the radar when you compare it to the other inside of the format. But to be honest with you, this is just as worse. Harpies Featherstorm says, if you control a wind-winged beast monster, negate the effects of any monster effect your opponent activates for the duration of the turn. All of them. Like, all of them. The hand, the field, the graveyard, every single one. People really complained about skill drain when this card exists. The requirements to be able to activate this card are completely ridiculous. Not only does one of the top decks in Fluundereese play Wind-Winged Beast Monsters, there are actually quite a bit of Wind-Winged Beast Monsters that you can special summon from your extra deck to your side of the field to be able to fulfill this card's requirements. On top of that, this card could be set to your side of the field with cards like Trap Trick, so if you ever wanted to negate every monster effect your opponent would ever activate in an entire turn, well, this might be the card for you. I also think that it's pretty messed up that players want Harpies' best Yu-Gi-Oh card to be banned, and Harpies are, they're nowhere in sight. And of course, another set of cards that players genuinely want banned is the Adventure Token Package. Now, the Adventure Token Package on paper seems pretty cool. You get a free token to your side of the field and also a spell card that can search you an equipped spell card and a monster. The monster can summon itself to the side of the field by controlling the token card and allows you to negate an opponent's spell, trap, or monster effect. You didn't use your normal summon. Do we normal summon or do we special summon more in this card game? I'm a little confused. There essentially is no drawback for the Adventure Token engine. If you just so happen to play a strategy that doesn't even use a normal summon monster's effect, well then this is just a free negation to your side of the field. It can either stop your opponent from disrupting you, or it can just serve as a point of disruption to stop your opponent from doing what they want to do. The fact that this engine is so splashable and almost every strategy is playing it means that you probably have to pay upwards to $300 to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! That's not fair. Now, the Adventure Token engine does have its flaws, and one of those flaws means that you have to play upwards to 8 cards in your deck. That might fit the requirement of you getting the 40 cards. And players really want cards like Wandering Griffin Rider from the Adventure Token engine banned. I have to say, I don't necessarily agree with it, but if Wandering Griffin is banned, then I don't think many players will play the engine. I did talk about a solution on my prediction list that I hope Konami will do, but just like how we said earlier in the video, they tend not to fix problems from time to time. And lastly, 100%, players want Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer banned. The biggest reason is because not only can this card be fusion summoned to your side of the field with the likes of a card named Fusion Destiny, which doesn't really have a drawback if you play it right. Fusion Destiny does lock you into only special summoning dark hero monsters, but that's for the rest of the turn. So basically what you do is just start off with your plays, and if you get disrupted, slam that Fusion Destiny. And you can even bypass that if you're using 2 monsters to make Predaplant Vert Anaconda. You can almost summon Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer regardless if you have Fusion Destiny in your hand or not. But the biggest problem with Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer itself is that when it is destroyed, it can special summon a Destiny Hero monster. And it's a Destiny Hero monster. So we can summon itself. Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer is Goldfish. It's the snack that keeps smiling back, summoning itself to the side of the field over and over again anytime it's destroyed, and then can destroy itself to destroy your opponent's cards. Let's not talk about the ridiculous amount of advantage that you actually do get from Destiny Hero Dasher, allowing you to special summon a monster that sometimes you couldn't summon to your side of the field, and Destiny Hero Celestial, allowing you to draw 2 cards from your deck to reward you for overextending and losing your hand. Yeah, it definitely promotes overextending and losing your hand. And that is all that we have for cards that need to be banned. I want to know, did I miss any cards? I want you to let me know down below in the comment section. Are there other cards that need to be banned? Also, if you want to see cards that need to be unbanned, go ahead and like this video up and share it with a friend. I really do appreciate it. Of course, if you want to see more amazing content, you can go ahead and check out these videos. And also, if you want to see Master Duel content, you can check out Master Duel Cali, as I'll catch you on the next one.